Spirituality. What is spirituality? Spirituality is a broad concept encompassing the search for meaning, purpose, and connection to something larger than oneself. It can involve religious practices, but it also extends to non-religious experiences like connecting with nature, art, or engaging in acts of service. It's about finding inner peace, a sense of awe and wonder, and a deeper understanding of one's place in the world. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Beyond the physical. Spirituality often suggests that there's more to life than what we can perceive with our senses. Meaning and purpose. It's a quest to find meaning in life events and a sense of connection to something greater. Personal journey. Spirituality is a personal and individual experience, varying from person to person. Not necessarily religious. While spirituality can be intertwined with religion, it doesn't require religious affiliation. Finding connection. Spirituality can be found in various ways, such as through nature, art, music, prayer, meditation, or acts of kindness. Inner peace and well-being. Many find that spiritual practices contribute to a sense of inner peace, calm, and overall well-being. Transcendence and awe. Spirituality can involve a sense of awe and wonder at the universe and our place within it. Personal growth. It's a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, exploring one's values and beliefs. Examples of spiritual practices. Meditation and mindfulness, focusing on the present moment and cultivating self-awareness. Spending time in nature, finding inspiration and connection in the natural world. Acts of service and kindness, contributing to the well-being of others. Creative expression, finding spiritual meaning through art, music, or other creative pursuits. Prayer and contemplation, engaging in personal reflection and connecting with a higher power or sense of purpose. Spirituality. Reviewed by Psychology Today staff. Spirituality means different things to different people. For some, it's primarily about a belief in God and active participation in organized religion. For others, it's about non-religious experiences that help them get in touch with their spiritual selves through quiet reflection, time in nature, private prayer, yoga, or meditation. Many people identify as spiritual but not religious, with a few exceptions. The percentage of adults who identify as religious in many industrialized countries is declining, while remaining generally high in less developed nations. Even as religious affiliation decreases, though, a sense of spiritual identification could remain steady or even increase. Contents. The benefits of a spiritual life. The search for meaning. The benefits of a spiritual life. Poptica/Shutterstock. No direct causal link has been established, but research has consistently found that religious involvement is correlated with better physical and mental health, including better sleep, lower blood pressure, and an overall lower rate of mortality. Higher levels of spirituality have also been linked to increased compassion, strengthened relationships, and improved self-esteem. There may be a downside for people who avoid religion and spirituality altogether. Some research has indicated that eschewing magical thinking and being unable to identify patterns in the surrounding world may be linked to depression or anhedonia, the inability to experience pleasure. Is religion good for you? Overall, a large body of research suggests, religious attachment is generally beneficial for people. It is correlated with better health habits such as less smoking and drinking, an enhanced ability to cope with stress, and increased social support. Research also finds some downsides, however, such as increased levels of guilt and shame in stricter religious communities. Are spiritual people more generous? People who have endured experiences of intense psychological turmoil, research finds, often emerge much more spiritual and altruistic than they were before. For example, they are more likely to donate a kidney to a stranger. What some would call a spiritual awakening leads such people to become less materialistic, more empathetic, and more generous. Are spiritual people less depressed? Are religious people less likely to commit suicide? The search for meaning. An instinct towards spirituality appears to be deeply ingrained in humans. We can't help but ask big questions. Research finds that even declared religious skeptics can't stifle a sense that there is something greater than the physical world they see. As the brain processes sensory experiences, it naturally looks for patterns, and our conscious selves often seek meaning in those patterns. This can lead to the phenomenon known as cognitive dissonance, which describes how, once one believes in something, one is strongly inclined to try to explain away anything that conflicts with it. Cognitive dissonance is not unique to religion or spirituality, but often occurs in the context of such beliefs. How can I find meaning in life? The secret to finding meaning in life may be not to look for it. Psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, famously wrote about how he held onto meaning and purpose as a counter to suffering. However, he advised against actively searching for meaning, instead suggesting that meaning should ensue as a side effect of pursuing other goals. Research supports this idea. Those who report actively seeking meaning in life also report lower life satisfaction and happiness. Why do people believe in God? While many believers insist God's existence is self-evident, evolutionary psychologists have researched why humans may have begun believing in a higher power. It's possible that when humans mastered tools, gaining a sense of their own agency, they applied that thinking to the world around them, and the gods who must have created it. This is known as animistic belief. As human communities grew, a belief in gods who could punish wrongdoers or support agriculture also took hold, an idea that still holds great power today. Do spiritual experiences affect the brain? Studies show that the brain may react in similar ways to diverse spiritual experiences. When people described times they felt oneness, infinity, or connection to a higher power, they had less activity in the inferior parietal lobe, usually active during representations of oneself in space or time, indicating people may temporarily lose their sense of self during spiritual experiences. Copyright 2025 BASuccess.org, BAS. Sharing, research, digitization, conservation of what we have learned. Educational purpose only. Listen, learn, share. All right reserved.